Users of accounting information. Decision makers need information. So the more important the decision is, the greater is the need for reliable information. All businesses and most individuals keep accounting records to help them in making decisions. So users of accounting information can be grouped into either external or internal users. So external users are individuals and others that have current or potential financial interest in the reporting entity but are not involved in the daily operations of the entity. Okay, so yun yung external users. So meron silang interest doon sa reporting entity natin, doon sa business, but are not involved in the daily operations of the entity. Okay, so ano yung mga examples ng external users? So external users are creditors, investors, government agencies, so banks. Okay, so yun yung mga external users. While internal users are people within a business organization who use financial information. Okay, within, yung nasa loob naman ng entity or nung business. So internal users of accounting information are those who are involved in planning, organizing, and running the business. So they need more detailed information on a timely basis in order to support their decisions. So ano naman yung mga examples ng internal users? So managers, employees, and owners. So yung nasa loob naman ng entity. Ito naman yung mga specific users and their information needs. Okay? So 7 to. Employees, stockholders or investors, creditors or lenders, customers, suppliers and other trade creditors, government and their agencies, and public. Okay? So, bakit kailangan daw ng employees yung accounting information? So, employees are interested in information about the stability and profitability of their employers. So, they are also interested in information which enables them to assess the ability of the enterprise to provide remuneration, retirement benefits, and employment opportunities. Okay? So, yung stockholders or investors need information to help them determine whether they should buy, or hold, or sell. While creditors or lenders are interested in information that enables them to determine whether their loans and their related interest will be paid when due. Okay? So, yung mga creditors or lenders natin, ito yung mga examples dyan, yung mga banks, finance companies, and mga cooperatives. While yung pangapat, customers. So, customers have an interest in information about the continuance of an enterprise, especially when they have a long-term involvement with or are dependent on the enterprise. So, yung panglima naman, suppliers and other trade creditors. So, suppliers and other trade creditors are interested in information that enables them to determine whether amounts owing to them will be paid when due. Okay, so pag trade creditors, pag sinabi natin trade creditors, yun yung mga inutangan natin ng mga merchandise o yung mga goods na binibenta natin o yung mga supplies na ginagamit natin para dun sa business. Okay, so number 6, government and their agencies. So government and their agencies are interested in the allocation of resources and therefore the activities of the enterprises. They also require information in order to regulate the activities of the enterprises, determine taxation policies, and as the basis for national income and similar statistics. So ano yung mga examples ng government agencies like BIR, diba? Bureau of Internal Revenue, yung mga SEC or Securities and Exchange Commission. Okay. While last ay public. Okay. So public enterprises affect members of the public in a variety of ways. So for example, enterprises may make a substantial contribution to the local economy in many ways, including the number of people they employ and their patronage of local suppliers. So financial statements may assist the public by providing information about the trends and recent developments in the prosperity of the enterprise and the range of its activities. Okay, so yan yung mga users ng accounting information. Employees, stockholders or investors, creditors or lenders, customers, suppliers, and other trade creditors, government and their agencies, and public. Basic accounting concepts and principles. So accounting concepts and principles serve as basis in preparing, presenting, and interpreting financial statements. So they provide a foundation to prevent misunderstanding between and among the preparers and users of financial statements. So kaya dapat alam niyo yung accounting concepts and accounting principles. Kasi yan yung ia-apply ninyo pag nag-prepare na tayo ng financial statements. Okay? So may mga rules and guidelines din tayong sinusunod. So saan nyo makikita yon? Yun yung Generally Accepted Accounting Principles or GAAP. Okay? So GAAP refer to a common set of accounting principles, standards, and procedures issued by the Financial Accounting Standards Board or FASB. GAAP aims to improve the clarity, consistency, and comparability of the communication of financial information. May mga users tayo ng accounting information tulad ng mga prospective investors, lenders, or yung mga government agencies. So yung mga users na yon, may kanya-kanya silang need doon sa accounting information ng isang entity or doon sa financial statement ng isang entity. So kung walang rules and guidelines tayong susundin sa pag-record, sa pag-present ng financial statements, so magiging bias yung presentation or yung preparation ng isang entity. So kaya meron tayong GAAP or Generally Accepted Accounting Principles. Basic concepts or fundamental concepts. So dati tatlo lang yung basic concepts. Pero ngayon sa reference book natin yung kay Sir Winlo Balyada, so 4 na yung basic concepts. So ito yung entity concept, periodicity concept, and stable monetary unit concept. So ang nadagdag ay going concern. Okay? So yung una dyan, entity concept. So a business entity is an organization that stands apart from other organizations and individuals as a separate economic unit. So it means that a company has its own identity set apart from its owners or anyone else. So ibig sabihin, yung personal transaction ng owners should not be mixed with the transactions of the company. For example, meron tayong online business. Okay? O parang ikaw si Madam Inuts. O kilala niyo 'yon, yung ano 'di ba, isa sa mga sikat na online sellers ngayon. So for example, bumili tayo ng laptop but for personal use. So ibig sabihin hindi naman natin gagamitin dun sa online business natin. Okay? So yung pagbili natin ng laptop na yon, hindi dapat yon maka-affect dun sa records nung business natin. Okay? So kasi binili mo yon for personal use. But kung ang laptop ay binili mo para gamitin dun sa online business mo, so it should be reflected in the records of the company. So hindi mo pwedeng i-combine yung personal transaction mo and yung transaction ng business. Okay? So yun yung tinatawag na entity concept. So paano naman kapag meron kang dalawang business? So let's say meron ka ng online business tapos meron ka pang sari-sari store sa bahay. So, ikaw lang din yung may-ari, isa lang din yung owner. So, pwede rin bang ipag-combine yung transactions ng dalawang business mo? So, hindi pwede. So, ang tawag doon, ang ina-apply natin doon ay yung entity concept. So, ibig sabihin, yung transaction ng online mo ay nakaseparate doon sa mga transactions nung sari-sari store mo. So, hindi sila pwedeng pagsamahin. Kasi paano mo malalaman kung yung isa ba ay kumikita or meron ka bang profit dun sa isa or dun sa isa ay meron ka palang nalulugi ka pala. Okay? So kaya dapat kahit na isa lang yung owner, kahit ikaw lang yung owner, ikaw yung owner, so hindi sila pwedeng pagsamahin. Hindi sila pwedeng i-combine. So ang tawag doon ay entity concept. Kaya nga sabi dyan, a business entity is an organization that stands apart from other organizations and individuals as a separate economic unit. So, ang tawag dyan ay entity concept. Yung pangalawa naman ay periodicity concept or time period. So, this concept means that the indefinite life of an entity is subdivided into time periods such as monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, or annually. Usually of equal length yan for the purpose of preparing financial statements or financial reports. Kaya kapag daw naggawa tayo, nag-prepare tayo ng financial statements, so pwedeng monthly, so every month, quarterly, okay, so dito maraming nagkakamali sa quarterly. Pag sinabi natin quarterly ay every 3 months. Okay, so kaya sinabing quarterly, ibig sabihin sa isang taon, 4 na beses. Okay? Yung iba, pag sinabing quarterly, ang naiisip ay pag quarterly, ano yan, every 4 months. So, mali. Ibig sabihin ng quarterly, ibig sabihin nun ay 4 times sa isang taon. So, kaya every 3 months kapag quarterly. Okay? So, or semi-annually, pag semi-annually naman, every 6 months. So, ibig sabihin twice a year. Or annually. Okay? So, annually, ibig sabihin ay every year. So sa atin, ang preparation ng financial statements natin usually ay annually. Okay, so every year. So bakit mahalaga yung periodicity concept? Okay, so sa preparation ng financial statements, hindi naman kasi pwede kung kailan mo lang maisip na ay gusto kong mag-prepare ngayon ng financial statements, dun ka magpe-prepare. Okay, so hindi pwedeng ganun. So yung period natin naka-subdivide. Okay, so pwedeng ang preparation mo monthly o kaya quarterly or annually. So para makikita mo din, ay last year kung annually ka gagawa ng financial statement, so mako-compare mo, 'di ba? Ay last year ito yung sales ko, so meron akong profit na ganito. So ngayon ganito yung naging sales natin. So mayroong difference or tumaas or bumaba. Okay? So para nakikita din yung nako-compare din yung performance nung entity. Okay? So para lang 'yan sa sa boyfriend and girlfriend. 'Di ba? Bakit ba meron kayong tinatawag na anniversary? O 'di ba? Weeksary or daysary, 'di ba? So 'di ba kaya meron kayong monthsary or kaya anniversary para malaman mo ay isang taon na pala kaming naglolokohan or isang buwan na pala kaming isang buwan ko na pala siyang pinagtsatsagaan. Okay? So, kaya merong time period or tinatawag natin na periodicity concept. Sa accounting period, meron tayong dalawa. Meron tayong tinatawag na calendar year and fiscal year. So, pag sinabi natin calendar year, refers to a 12-month period that starts on January and ends on December. Okay, so tandaan ninyo, calendar year, so mag-start siya ng January, mag-e-end siya ng December. O tandaan nyo lang, di ba yung calendar ninyo, o di ba nag-start ng January and nag-e-end ng December, so wala namang kalendaryo na nag-start ng February, di ba? So, baka napunit na pala yung January, kaya February pala. But, di ba yung mga calendar natin, nag-start ng January. So, kaya mag-e-end ng December. So, ang tawag doon ay calendar year. Pag sinabi kasing fiscal year, so refers to a 12-month period but starts from any month other than January. So 12-month period din siya, but mag-start siya kahit sa anong month except sa January. So pwedeng example ito September 2021, so mag-e-end ng August 2022. So pag binilang mo September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. So 12 months 'yon. So pwede rin namang February 2021, tapos mag-e-end naman siya ng January 2022. So fiscal year, any month. Okay? So basta 12 month, mag-start siya any month other than January. Okay? So calendar year, mag-starts ng January, mag-e-end ng December. Fiscal year, mag-start any month from any month, basta hindi January. So 12-month period, ang tawag doon ay fiscal year. So yung pangatlong basic concept naman ay stable monetary unit concept. Okay? So stable monetary unit concept has two characteristics: quantifiability and stability of the currency. So pag sinabi natin quantifiability, so quantifiability means that records must be stated in terms of money. So usually, in the currency of the country where the financial statements are prepared. So sa atin ang currency natin ay Philippine peso. So yan yung monetary unit natin, 'di ba? Philippine peso. If the company has foreign currency on hand, let's say meron tayong cash on hand na $2,000, so it should be converted into Philippine peso based on the exchange rate at the date of balance sheet date. So kung meron kang $2,000, hindi pwede mong i-record yun na sa financial statements natin at $2,000. So dapat i-convert yun into Philippine peso. But pag sinabi natin i-convert, hindi ibig sabihin ipapapalit mo yung $2,000 sa peso. So ibig sabihin, pag inirecord lang natin in terms instead of naka-dollar siya, so dapat ire-record mo siya sa Philippine peso. So iko-convert mo siya. So titingnan mo yung exchange rate doon sa balance sheet date natin, kung magkano exchange rate niya. Let's say 50 pesos yung exchange rate niya nung December 31, 2021, yun yung balance sheet date natin. So 2,000 times 50 pesos, so yun yung lalagay mo na cash on hand. Okay? So magkano ba yun? 10,000 or 100,000? So 100,000 pesos. So when we say stability of the currency naman, so since peso yung currency natin, so means that the purchasing power of peso is stable or constant regardless of inflation or deflation. So in accounting, peso is stable or constant regardless of inflation or deflation. So for example, bumili tayo ng machinery. Binili natin kunwari $1,000. So dollars. So at the date of purchase, yung exchange rate niya ng peso to dollar, US dollar, is 60 pesos. So in this case, the accountant should record the machinery at 600,000. Okay? Paano nakuha yung 1,000 times 60 pesos? So sabi natin, dapat kapag inirecord yan, reflect yan sa financial statement, so dapat naka-reflect at Philippine peso, hindi dun sa dollars. Okay? So, what if after a year, yung exchange rate natin na 60 ay naging 70? So, di ba, hindi naman kasi stable yun, di ba? So, pwedeng mamaya ay kinabukasan, yung 60 magiging 65, susunod na araw magiging 55. So nagbabago naman 'di ba yung exchange rate. So but what if after a year yung binili natin na machinery, so 600,000 'di ba? So what if yung exchange rate niya naging 70 pesos? So kapag ganun, hindi na natin i-recognize yung 70 pesos. So, reflected pa rin yung machinery at 60 pesos. So, i-record mo pa rin or naka-reflect pa rin yun at 600,000. So, yun yung tinatawag natin na stability of the currency or stability of the peso. Okay, so the increase or decrease in exchange rate is not recorded to adjust the initial cost of the machinery. So yun yung tinatawag natin na stable monetary unit concept. So yung last, ito yung nadagdag sa basic concept, so going concern. So going concern states that entities need to be treated as if they are going to continue to exist. So this means we must assure the company is not going to be dissolved or declare bankruptcy unless we have evidence to the contrary. So thus, we should assume that there will be another accounting period in the future. Parang ano lang yung class, 'di ba? Pag tayo ka ng business, so iniisip mo na pangmatagalan siya. So, hindi agad magsasarado. So, ang tawag doon ay going concern. So, magko-continue siya na mag-exist. Okay? So, hindi ka naman magtatayo ng isang business tapos sasabihin mo, after a month naman to, isasarado ko malulugi to Hindi na magko-continue tong business na to. So, wala namang ganun, di ba? Para lang din yan, kunwari, meron kang maniligaw. O sasabihin mo, sige, sasagutin na kita ngayon. Kasi after a week, magbe-break naman tayo. So, hindi naman ganun, di ba? So, walang going concern yun. So, ibig sabihin, kapag sinagot mo siya, iniisip mo na magtatagal kayo or iniisip mo na siya yung makakatuluyan mo. So, hindi mo naman sasagutin yung maniligaw mo na iisipin mo ay hindi kayo magkakatuluyan. Di ba? So, kapag ganun, dapat di mo nasagutin kung hindi mo iniisip na siya pala yung makakatuluyan mo. Okay? Or hanggang sa dulo or hanggang sa huli. Okay? So, ganun din. Kung ikaw naman yung maniligaw, 'di ba? So, kung ikaw naman yung maniligaw, iniisip mo na kapag sinagot ka niya nung nililigawan mo, so iniisip mo na pangmatagalan yung relationship nyo, yung samahan ninyo. Okay? So, ang tawag doon ay going concern. Okay? So, kaya pag binrake kayo agad nung niligawan ninyo, ng girlfriend nyo, o sabihin nyo, ops, sa accounting, alam mo ba, mayroong tinatawag na going concern. Okay? So, ba't pag may evidence na kailangan naman talaga na i-break ka, o talagang hanggang dun lang. So, ganun din sa business. So, kung kailangan talagang mag-end na, or i-dissolve na yung business, so kailangan i-dissolve yung business.